Hi and welcome to another gaming video, and today's video I want to talk about a PS3 controller, and actually I'm going to ask you guys for some help because I bought a PS3. Actually I bought it for my daughter, and it came with a controller and it doesn't work, and all of the fixes that I've seen online, I just cannot for the life of me get anything out of this controller. So we bought it the first time that we plugged it into the PS3, the little red lights lit up for a few seconds and then nothing, and the PS3 wouldn't recognize it. So it was a freshly reset PS3, and I couldn't set it up because the controller would not connect. Even with a cable, when you first set up a PS3, it asks you to go through the setup, plug in a controller, hit the sync button, nothing. Didn't get anything. So I've been through as many of the online fixes that I can find, and I cannot get any life out of this controller. So I have tried plugging it into a PS3 and leaving it, seeing if it was a little bit dead. I've tried plugging it into a PS3 and pressing the reset button. Nothing. I've tried different cables. I've tried plugging it into a PS4 and a switch dock, and I've also tried charging it in my laptop. Nothing. Now I know that the PS3s are extremely fussy. They require some kind of handshake to talk back to the device, but as far as I can tell, as long as you've got like not a wall plug. A wall plug will just give you a charge signal, whereas you need a device like a PS4 or a laptop with a USB in it that's capable of data, and as long as you've got a data cable, then it should give some sort of handshake back and be able to work. It won't even charge with a wall socket, a very odd thing for Sony to do. So yeah, I have got this PS3 controller here, and I just cannot get it to work. So luckily I did buy it from a company, so if I don't manage to find a solution, I can just take it back. But it's so frustrating. I know that the PS3 controllers are getting on, they're quite old these days, but it should still work. And one of the things that really infuriates me is, even if the battery is dead, should it not work wired? Should that not just light up as soon as I plug this other end into a PS3? Even if the internal battery is dead, it should play wired, you know, a bit like a PS2 controller. But it doesn't. It does nothing. So I'm just going to plug this end into my laptop, which is out of shot. Make sure that the machine is on to ensure that there is some kind of power going through it. Right, so it's now plugged into my laptop, and as you can see, there is nothing on this at all. No lights, no flicker. Okay, so there is a reset button on the back of the controller. This little there, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little hole there, and there is a reset button in there, which is supposed to fix any sort of syncing issues or just any sort of issues that you've got with your PS3 controller. And you can hear that the button is being pressed. Can you hear that? So hold it in for about 5 seconds. Let's leave that for a bit longer. And nothing. So am I looking at just a very dead controller? Had I not had any lights on it whatsoever, I would have gone down that route and thought, well, maybe this thing is just a bit toast. But I did initially get some lights on it, just for a few seconds, and then nothing. So like I say, I've tried all of the methods I could think of, apart from taking it apart and having a look inside, because like I said, I bought this, so if it doesn't work, it can go back. But I was just hoping that there was going to be a bit more of a simple fix. None of the buttons do anything, but the PlayStation button does actually make a noise. So it feels like it's being pressed, so that's not the other issue. I thought maybe the button just wasn't registering, but there you go. So if you can help, if you've got any other solutions, I will go and just plug this back into the PS3 and leave it and see if it just needs a damn good charge. But like I said, I've done that with the PS4 and it makes no difference. I know it's not the PlayStation 3 that's at fault, because I thought maybe the USB ports on it were toast, but I've managed to charge a PS4 controller in the PS3 and that worked absolutely fine with various cables. I have tried 2 or 3 different cables. This is the one that it came with, but I've tried others and I know it's very finicky over cables. It needs well, more than just a charge cable. It needs a charge and data cable to work, but I'm pretty sure all my other cables are. So yeah, if you've got any more solutions, then let me know, because this controller here is absolutely dead and I cannot get anything out of it, and I would love to, just so that my daughter can actually use her PS3 and yeah, help me out. Link, like, subscribe, enjoy.